Welcome to Gaming Fin, your channel for everything related to the gaming industry and the stock market. My name is Mr. Orange and today we talk about Ubisoft, but not really about Ubisoft. We talk about the holding, the Guillemot Brothers holding behind Ubisoft. So this is a big holding with all the family members of the Guillemot family. So you know the CEO of Ubisoft is still one of the Guillemot founding CEOs. So they hold a lot of shares now, like over 4 million shares they are holding in Ubisoft. So this might be important if you're invested in Ubisoft. So I am invested in Ubisoft. I always tell you this. So I'm not a financial advisor, YouTuber, retail investor myself. Don't buy anything I'm talking about. So I'm invested in Ubisoft, but I'm not invested in the Guillemot Brothers company. And the Guillemot Brothers company is not just a holding company, it also has to offer something by itself. It's actually a hardware specialist company, so that's something I really enjoyed, because I didn't know all of this so good myself. So if we go on the guillemot.com homepage, guys, here's the company. So it says it's a designer and manufacturer of interactive entertainment hardware and accessories, listed on the stock market since 98 and active in the field since 84. Guillemot Corporation, so a turnover of 176.8 million in 2021, bases its activities around its two flagship brands, Hercules for the digital hardware and peripherals segment, and Thrustmaster. Thrustmaster, you might have heard about this. So Thrustmaster, they make steering wheels, guys. So, and very good steering wheels, actually. I didn't know it belongs to Guillemot, to the Guillemot Pro. So really didn't know this. And the group is currently present in 10 countries, distributes its product in over 150 countries. So here we see consolidated net sales in 2021, consolidated net income 13.7 million, current operating income 33 million, shareholders equity 90.4, net indebtedness at the end of 2021. So those are kind of old numbers. So approximately 200 employees. And here we see the brands they have: Thrustmaster, djuced Boost Your Mix. So this is some DJ solution equipment. Thrustmaster, of course, the gaming accessory, and Hercules. And besides of this, my friends, besides of this, the Guillemot Corporation or Guillemot Brothers Corporation is also holding, as I said, some shares in Ubisoft, and I'm going to talk about this immediately. But first, we are checking out a little bit this chart here. So this is the all-time chart. And guys, so yeah, I'm not invested in Guillemot Corporation, in this French company, but this chart looks terrible. I really have to say, it's a very sad chart. If you look from 2000, from the bubble, and then you see how long it took for people to just that the stock goes a little bit up. So yes, it's a terrible stock. If you invested in 2000, then you would say, no, yeah, but I don't think the stock is terrible. I mean, I made 333,000, so I made a lot of money. I like the stock. So, but yeah, guys, the probability that you invested then in 2020 or you invested in 2015 after the stock was falling this massively, I don't think it's so high. So from me, I have to look, guys. So today alone, the stock is down. Today alone, the stock is down 5.59%. So that's a lot. So on 5 days, we also see it's down 4%. So it's a stock. It's a very little volatile stock, and now we are there where we have been end of August. So that's important to mention. And if I look actually here at the 5-year chart, and then I compare 2020, and I compare this then, for example, where we are now at the moment, then my friends, I have to say, whew, it looks like if this now breaks here, those €9.63, if they break, then we really have a possibility to fall much further with this stock. So we see also the market cap is 147 million euros. So a micro, how you say, nano cap. A nano cap, I think is the right term. And a PE ratio of only 5.23 and a dividend yield of 2.6%. So it's kind of like a holding company, and it seems also be extremely volatile. All right, guys. So what do we have here? Ubisoft also today, if we check, Ubisoft is down 1.47, but as I said, I'm not going to check out Ubisoft now. Here is a very interesting Bloomberg article about Ubisoft in general. So if you have a one free bonus article if you're not subscribed to Bloomberg. So Assassin's Creed creators cling to family control at Ubisoft. So that's a very good article. So I recommend you to check it out. I will put a link in the description of my video. So I'm not covering this now here in the channel. I think this wouldn't be a wise decision by myself. So what do we have here for some news? So Guillemot Brothers extends maturity of Ubisoft shares to 2024. And then in July, Guillemot shareholders divest 15% stake to holding company. And then the next news is Guillemot Brothers to take full economic ownership of Ubisoft stake. And this is a very important news. So Guillemot Brothers is set to have full economic ownership of 4 million Ubisoft Entertainment shares. So that's a lot. Shares after the termination of a borrowing mechanism with a bank. So some financial engineering deluxe was going on there. So you bet it's really they did the smart way here. So the scheme previously allowed the bank to borrow the shares from Guillemot Brothers as part of a share pledge deal, according to a Wednesday new release. The investment firm will now settle the Ubisoft share acquisition in cash. Guillemot Brothers lost over to blah blah blah. So and here we see founding shareholders and directors sold their 14.363% interest in the company. So this is what they have in Ubisoft, to French holding company Guillemot Brothers. So Guillemot, the Guillemot company, GUI, and then Guillemot Brothers SA. So a lot of different little companies. So very complicated financial engineering. So and here in March 2021, when they started the scheme, so on Friday signed an extension over a forward agreement and a collar agreement. So this is called collar agreement, and I'm going to give you a definition shortly what collar agreement in financial engineering is. And then the new maturity for a maximum of 3,030,000 shares has been settled to March 24 or earlier. We are now earlier, so since we have this new, so it has been settled much earlier. The maturity will be paid either in shares or in cash. So very important. But here I am with the ChatGPT. It's just the fastest way to get some definition what a collar agreement is. So a collar agreement is a type of financial derivative contract used in risk management. So it's a hedging strategy to limit the potential loss on an underlying asset. It involves selling an out-of-the-money call options. Oh guys, that's really complicated. And simultaneously buying an out-of-the-money put option. So both at the same time, both with the same underlying asset and expiration date. The purpose of a collar is to limit the potential loss on an asset while capping the potential gain, which can be useful in a hedging strategy. So this is what Ubisoft or Guillemot Brothers were doing with the Ubisoft shares. So that's maybe important to know when this happened. So it started in July, let's say in July, and now in February it ended. So I don't know. So now I need you, the really smart people here. This now was giving them, was it now a good decision to end this collar agreement, to finalize the collar agreement now at this price of the stock, or was this a bad decision? So I would be very much interested in this. So as I always tell you, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm a YouTuber, retail investor. So this is for information, entertainment purposes only, and please don't buy anything I'm talking about. So very interesting, guys, very interesting. So I'm leaving it here. And again, I recommend you, really wholeheartedly, I recommend you to read this article on Bloomberg. I put it in the description, this link. I think it's very instructive, and there's a lot more information. So I don't want to take the information out from the Bloomberg article, but it's a good one, guys. It's a good one. So, and if you look for some more information about the Guillemot Corporation, then you find a Wikipedia article actually in German. And they were also doing some graphics card back in the days, the 3DFX graphics card, if you remember, or the Kiro graphic cards, graphic chip, or ATI technology. So a lot of the old school gamers here might remember those graphic cards. So they have a very interesting story. So I really enjoyed actually reading on Wikipedia and also on the Bloomberg article about this. Guys, we're done. I'm leaving it here. See you the next time. Bye bye.